My millionaire husband has fallen in love with the new receptionist at his company. She's nearly 40, not as pretty as me, and doesn't have as good a figure as I do. When I pushed the divorce agreement in front of Jack, it had only been 40 minutes since he told me about his affair and asked for a divorce. As requested, the house, car, and custody of our child would all go to me. He would give me a one-time payment of $2 million for compensation and child support. After that, our child and I would no longer bother him. At that moment, Jack was in the middle of a conference call. He glanced down, saw the words, divorce agreement, and his expression flickered almost imperceptibly. Then he nodded, indicating he understood. I left the room. To save time for both of us, I packed up all of Jack's clothes and belongings. 3 full suitcases. Afraid I might have missed something, I even included his childhood photos from the attic. Finally, I saw our wedding photo in the corner. In the photo, Jack looked handsome and dashing, while I smiled sweetly. We were embracing without a care in the world under the sunlight. That was when he would always hold me close and whisper, "Honey, I love you so much. I'm so lucky to have married you." But this morning, he suddenly looked up at me, his eyes weary, and asked if we could get divorced. He confessed that he had been having an affair for 6 months, sneaking off to hotels every time he worked late. My heart trembled like a sieve as I struggled to control myself. I asked who it was. When he said Rachel's name, I even doubted I had heard correctly. A sense of helplessness washed over me, cold and chilling. By the time Jack finished his meeting and came out, I had already eaten, cleaned up the kitchen, and was sitting in the living room watching TV, as if nothing had happened. He turned to take a shower, but halfway through realized there were no towels. Out of habit, he called from the bathroom, "Honey, where's my bath towel?" Without turning around, I replied, "I've already packed it in the suitcase. If you don't mind, use mine for now. I'll throw it away later." I was met with a long silence in response. When Jack came out, he finally noticed the 3 suitcases by the door. He sat down across from me and pushed the divorce agreement towards me with his fingertips. "I can give you $1.5 million for child support up front, and the rest can be paid monthly." I interrupted, "No need. Let's do a lump sum buyout. I don't think she would want you to keep in contact with me either." I paused the TV show and looked at Jack seriously. "The affair is your fault, so it's reasonable for you to pay compensation and child support. Compared to your assets, me getting the house and car isn't asking too much. Our son has been raised by me since he was little. He's a sensitive child with needs. Tell me, how much energy will you have to take care of him while you're in the honeymoon phase of your new relationship?" Being involved in his growth isn't just about money, it's about time and companionship. Jack was left speechless. After a while, he spoke. "In any case, I won't use $2 million to buy out my relationship with my son." I reached out and opened the divorce agreement. The $2 million is for compensation and child support. If you have other emotional needs, you can transfer money to our son. I'll open a separate card for him. Jack suddenly laughed. "Olivia, I never knew you were so obsessed with money. You keep talking about money. What else is there? Is loving you useful?" Jack was stunned into silence. He frowned and swiftly took out a pen to sign the divorce agreement. He also arranged for us to go to the Civil Affairs Bureau tomorrow to apply for divorce. Then he called his driver. I finished watching my show and went to bed. When I woke up in the morning, Jack was already gone. I instantly couldn't hold back anymore. Tears spilled from my eyes as I excused myself to the bathroom to compose myself. Agreeing to divorce Jack made me sad, but mostly I felt I was letting our son down by not allowing him to grow up in a complete family. But I knew this wasn't my fault. After dropping our son off at school, Jack and I went to the Civil Affairs Bureau to apply for divorce. There's a 30-day